Hi, welcome to episode 10 of Small Potatoes, where we discuss the insignificant, inconsequential, and often inappropriate tidbits of life that we feel deserve more attention. Remember, it's all fun and games until someone cares. We don't, so it's all fun and games.
We're rolling.
So here's the chain of events.
Hello?
We all get together.
That's not our intro. Yeah, sing the theme song. Sing the theme song.
And yes, she's annoying.
Give it to me. What's it called?
What's the name of the show?
So I can start us off with some small potatoes. And the small potato that I actually wanted to start off with was about people that think that they're big potatoes, but that they are actually such small potatoes. And the thing that comes to my mind first is YouTube couples.
YouTube couple.
Specifically, the ones that break up and they feel the need to post a video explaining their breakup. And they're so sorry to their fans for acting weird lately. But this is why me and John, we just, it's all amicable. And we just want to know we still love you guys. We're still going to keep doing this for you.
Of course, his name's John. Her name's
Yes.
Ashley.
Ashley. Those fucking people. They think that they're on top of the world. And I can't handle it.
Got it. So they are smaller potatoes than they think they are.
Yes.
What's
Got
the
it.
subscription range at which they're no longer a small potato? How many subscribers does one need to no longer be a small potato in your eyes, Spencer?
I don't give a fuck.
How many
You're always
how many
small.
monthly
You're always small.
how many monthly viewers until it's okay, they're minor celebrities?
I do not have a threshold because I don't think anybody that is
Anyone
YouTube
on
famous
YouTube?
person deserves the clout.
Just don't explain why you broke up with your SO.
That's
Just don't
really
explain it.
Yeah.
We can't bash YouTube. We are on their platform. We use them to
We monetize with YouTube.
we use them to stream our content.
Yeah. When are we going to see that ad money, by the way? Where's that?
Dude, MeUndies hasn't emailed us. Wix hasn't emailed us.
And aren't we number one on the charts
Yeah,
right now?
we're number one on the charts, I'm pretty sure.
It could be. It's either number one or maybe I'm moving the tens place or something
Our
like that. but
main
whatever.
competitor, I won't name him. Let's just call him Mr. Rogan. We've been kind of fighting for first place for the last 10 weeks between us and this unnamed Mr. Rogan.
It was that move to Spotify, I think, from unnamed Mr. Rogan that really hurt us.
It hurt us.
But I honestly think that, it hurt us in the views, but I honestly think probably next week we're going to come back with you guys. We're going to have video podcasts. We're going to have live streams. We're going to have OnlyFans up.
giveaways, merch.
Yeah, dude, we're giving away cars.
Trips to Disneyland, cars,
Look, either way,
so many different things.
don't tell me why you broke up with your significant other. Don't tell me that this is why you've been different for the last 2 episode drops that you've done. You might have noticed that I was a little bit down. It's because me and my boyfriend broke up.
You know what I love about YouTube couples though, Spence, is when it's mainly the girlfriend's channel and the boyfriend's just kind of along for the ride, and it's
He's just
okay,
there.
this week we're gonna play a game, and he's just unenthused the whole time. And she's trying to make it fun and exciting. And he's just yeah. I don't know.
I feel like the thing is too, is that boyfriend leans into that role.
That character,
Because
for
I
sure.
feel
He's
like
aware
that
of it.
boyfriend wants to be on the show, but then as soon as he gets the spotlight
He's
and gets
play
to
it
be in
cool,
front of a camera,
play it cool.
he does that thing that kids do in class where they're like, I don't know
Oh my
anything
God.
anymore.
Fuck those kids. I found that so annoying when kids would just be it's your voice isn't even that deep usually. You dropped it 2 octaves just to go, I don't know.
It's all monotone. I don't even want to be here today.
Or when they read, we have to read out loud, popcorn reading, they become so monotone, way more monotone than they'd ever speak.
Down low here.
Lord.
Yeah.
I will admit I did do that as a child, actually. Whenever I was popcorn to read, I would drop my voice way lower.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was so nervous that my high voice would out me.
You know what's funny?
Oh yeah, you did a great job at masking that, Spence.
Fuck off.
You know what's funny is that we've talked about popcorn reading before. I swear we're more than this. Actually, this is a reflection. This is kind of like one of those like cool like end of the season like podcasts where we like look back on all of the things we've discussed and we talk about them.
What have we talked
So that's
about?
why we mentioned popcorn reading. Just so you know. What did we talk about these last 10 weeks? How have we grown? How have we grown? I think I've grown about 4 inches since we started this podcast.
I grew like 2, but wide.
But sort of along the same lines of my small potatoes, I also want to mention, because I know it's getting a lot of attention in the news lately, and it is actual big potatoes, but I want to declare that they are small potatoes, and that is the British royal family.
Huh.
Like, I could give 2 fucking shits.
Yeah, fuck those old geezers.
It's so funny because everyone around me really are into the royal family and know a lot about the royal family and were so excited when The Crown came out and kind of stuff and are always talking about the royal family. And I honestly like couldn't tell you more than 2 facts about the royal family other than they live in England.
And they killed Princess Diana.
Yes, Princess Diana
Yeah.
was
Those 2
her.
things
Yeah.
are the only things that I know.
Look, I watched The Crown. Great show, by the way. And when I had to like double check, like, okay, when they said Prince Philip died, which actor is that? And I had to look up like, oh, it's that actor. Okay, I know who this person
Yeah.
is because it's the Matt Smith character, and that's how I care about these people is through their actors portraying them.
I don't care about their royalness.
I'm sorry,
or
I
their
wouldn't
hininess.
care so much about Princess Margaret if she was actually as hot as Vanessa Kirby in person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But because she is played by Vanessa Kirby, I'm very invested in her life.
To be honest, I couldn't keep watching the show after Claire Foy left because I felt like Claire Foy was just like so good.
She was.
And then after I was like, nah. So I only watched the first 2 seasons, which were good.
Trevor, did you feel the same attraction when she was played by Helena Bonham Carter?
Less, but not none. Not none.
Not that. Oh my
Yeah.
God. She's like 60.
She could still get it. I know. This was crazy. Oh, come on. When she was like seducing that pool boy, were you not like a little bit like, okay, Helena?
Okay. Let me see if I got some.
Also, by the time this airs, Prince
taters.
Philip died like a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago for sure.
Sorry, audience, but we're just getting the news now.
I'm going to tell you my small potato. So, I've been watching a lot of some television recently, and I think it's probably one of the most annoying things that I see is just casually characters that are siblings and they're related always like need to like reestablish Crow sometimes, and they're like, sorry, baby sister, I need to tell you this one thing. Or, little brother, where are you going? And it's like, look, we've established 4 seasons ago that you're siblings and that you're related.
First of all,
like, don't keep calling each other little brother.
give me a single set of siblings that have ever called each other brother or sister or bro or sis.
My
Don't tell
in-laws,
me
no,
you do.
I do not. But my in-laws, it was the weirdest culture shock for me. They all call each other lil sis or sis or bro. And I think it's so funny.
It's like, that's
like,
fake.
oh, what's wrong, sis? I'm
That's
like,
not
"What?
real."
Who?
Sis. That's
You're
that's like a TV thing.
Yeah, I'm like that. Do we?
You mean your actual sister?
Yeah.
The one who knows that she's your sister, so you don't need to call her sister?
But I will say also along the lines with brother, I really want, when I have kids, I want to be referred to as father and nothing else.
Ugh.
I do not want dad or daddy
Yes.
or papa. I want father.
Anthony, I'm going to guess 30s. Our 30s are going to be full of just undoing the weird shit Spencer wants to do with his kids and just be like, hey, you know how your dad like does this one thing? Like, that's weird. Don't indulge him.
Oh. Okay, can I tell you something? Trevor? I've never voiced this out loud, but it's been in my head for so long. I can't wait to specifically for people like Spencer to like secretly try to undo the parenting that Spencer and his husband do to their child.
Exactly,
Just like to,
exactly.
like,
Undo
fucking-
his parenting. Because I know Spencer's going to make some weird, new agey bullshit parenting style choices.
Oh my
And we're going to be like, no, you fucking weirdo. I'm going to hang out with your kid and I'm going to just fill his head with the opposite shit that you want him to know or her.
I do the same with your dog when I dog sit.
Yeah, when Anthony dog sits, he
I do
just
the
gives
same
him
thing.
treats all day long.
I let him drive.
Yeah, every time I come back from him dog sitting, he is just a full-on disrespectful piece of shit.
Like, let's say, like, it's like, oh, like, you're gonna go hang out with, like, your Uncle Trevor for the afternoon or whatever. Remember, Trevor, we're not eating any sugar lately. And I'll go, okay, Spence, I got it. And then as soon as you walk away, we're going to get candy and ice cream.
It's not even candy. We're going to the grocery store and buying sugar. Raw sugar.
I can't even respond to this because you guys have thought about so much more of this than I have, apparently.
Every time he says a cuss word, I'm gonna be like, good boy, sugar cube.
Your child is, we're going to eat strawberries and sugar together. You know how you dip the strawberries in sugar? But I'm going to eat the strawberry and then give it to the child. And then the child is just going to eat the bowl of sugar.
So look forward to that.
Woo,
Yeah.
30s, baby. Can't wait.
Look forward to that in our 30s. God.
That's super exciting. All right, Trevor, small potatoes?
Don't go to me. I have nothing.
Oh, cool. So you're just,
cool.
we're just going to slide off like that. That doesn't matter to us.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast,
Oh, you didn't do your homework. Cool. Yeah.
I actually
Why'd you make us
trying
record
to
today?
Think of something, but
Why did you make us record today? Yeah, why did you pressure us to record by today?
because I have a busy week next week.
We'll come up with a small potato then.
I know, right?
Preferably one that where something that makes you happy, because we have a lot of upsetting and infuriating small potatoes. But there are happy ones that we
promise.
You just need to find them.
I have a small potato. I could
Oh.
bring a small potato.
Let's go.
It's bordering on big potato, but I think the important part is to remember that everything is a small potato. I think that was kind of the premise of the show we wanted to bring.
Yeah.
And my small potato is this. So we're all aware of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Have you guys seen? You guys aware?
Oh, you mean Batman vs Superman?
You're in the right vein, but I'm talking about
Elektra.
Captain America, Iron Man,
Oh.
Agent Wu, and the thing that I want to talk about is when people criticize Marvel productions as being cheesy or hokey, because I'm sorry, it came from comic books, the cheesiest form of media that exists. So because I got in an argument with someone. Okay, there's a new show out right now. It's called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Thanks, Disney.
Don't sue us, Disney. I'm only going to say good things about it. But I get into arguments with people who are like, yeah, it's just like fighting and there's a bad guy and it's cheesy and like it's so like melodramatic and over the top. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. It's cheesy as fuck. It's hokey as shit.
It's a fucking superhero movie. What?
I want to see like a long dramatic look as Anthony Mackie stares into the sunset because he's having like financial troubles and he's like, oh, what am I gonna do? I gotta be a hero. I want to see those shots.
That's hilarious. Here's the thing.
That sounded exactly like him. Wow.
To be honest,
You should be doing impressions more.
I feel like I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who really dislikes a lot of Marvel because of that. And to be honest, you're making me see your point of view. And yeah, it kind of makes me ease off a little bit. Like, there are certain moments, though, where Marvel just gets too much into this one weirdly religiously pro-America type of piece of content. And it is infuriating.
Oh, sure. It gets super like corporate and Disney and gross for sure. There's an element of that for sure. But the stuff I like is just the moments that make your eyes roll. I love those moments.
Yeah.
You're like,
I feel like
typical superhero movie. Oh, superhero landing. No, the superhero landings are awesome. I want to see them done every time. I want to see like the like comedic punch of the between the good guys. You know, when like Hulk punches Thor, and you're like, okay, but it's so fun.
I feel like Anthony is really wanting from his superhero movies like a Dark Knight version of all movies.
That's the thing is,
that's
Dark
what
Knight
everyone wants.
spoiled everybody.
Yeah, because it's good.
Because it's so good.
Because it's so good and
But, like,
realistic,
no.
and it truly is fantastic. But everyone wants that to be the new standard, and it's like, no, I want to see the hokey shit.
All 3 seasons of Daredevil on Netflix. Good content.
Fantastic.
Fantastic good content. Second season, maybe a little dip, but
And okay,
we go.
but the okay, for example, Anthony, because I know you love that long dramatic monologue from The Punisher.
yes.
And why do we love
cry.
it? Because it's so comic booky. It's so like, they killed my wife and I had to get revenge. And sometimes you don't know if you're a good man or not, but it doesn't matter.
I was just bleeding.
I love that shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, fine. Marvel, you have a pass. Do whatever the hell you want. Trevor said it first.
I'm not afraid to say it, but Marvel movies are good.
Fuck off. They're not. Except for like Ragnarok and like Ant-Man.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah. Trevor, along those same lines, I just watched the Godzilla versus King Kong movie with some friends.
Same.
And literally, so many my friends, they were like, it just wasn't realistic.
What?
And I was like, no
you
fucking
kidding?
shit. Like, what do you want?
He's a
from
50-foot monkey.
Versus, they were like trying to like talk about all of these plot holes are in the movie, and I'm like, obviously, just like forget about it. Who cares? That is not why.
How many
you're watching
times
the movie.
did what's the actor? Chow Yun-fat, I think is his name. How many times did he like dramatically like look at the lizard and be like, "Oh, we have a connection"? Because I love those movies, or I love those moments in those movies.
Actually didn't happen.
It was not.
Was he not in
Yeah,
it?
that did not happen.
He wasn't in it?
He's not in it.
So actually, the deaf girl has all the connection with Kong.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Deaf
Oh my
girl.
goodness.
Uh-huh.
Is that because they do sign language? Is that because apes do?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I can't wait.
And
The
of course,
deaf girl.
the deaf girl has superpowers where she can feel his
Okay,
heartbeat.
easy
in the
now. I don't want to
ground.
hear everything. That sounds like the stupidest shit ever, and I'm so excited.
Oh, Kong was so.
But yes, you're right.
so
Very
good.
good example. Like the Godzilla monster movies are a perfect example of like the cheesiness that you
Okay.
want to see. Or Anthony, come on.
Absolutely.
Okay, we've talked about this before, Anthony. But the classic superhero moments,
Yes.
the looking at the open hands, like this power inside me. What's
some-
happening?
And the person that
What
you have a
am
crush
I?
on, the person that you have a crush on goes, "Who are you?
Get out of here, you freak!
Freak? Get out of here, freak! You just hurt my friend."
It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Oh, it's the best. Or like
You
they're
just
in the
hurt the
bathroom
bully.
and they break the sink with their newfound strength. Yeah. And they're like, what am I going to do? Like Wolverine when he's got his new claws. Those are the best, dude. Those are the best.
No,
or when
here's the
Wonder
thing.
Woman's standing on the cliff looking over the ocean and she's like, I have too much power. I don't know what to do with myself.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Here's the problem I have though. Like those that all yes, like when it's something is so bad, it has this like cheesy like tone to it. It's wonderful. But the problem I have is when people try to argue that like those kinds of movies are actually really good, who actually think critically they are really good,
Sure.
when
Sure.
indeed they're
hear
not.
you.
And that's why I think people like me are constantly
Right. Because they all want the Dark
Well, 'cause
Knight.
I'm constantly trying to remind people, like, look, that's not a good. Like, sure, we can all have fun. Let's get super high. Let's eat some munchies, and just watch the shit out of that.
But it's very formulaic and forced, for sure.
That being said, I stand by this. The greatest movie of all time is Gemini Man. I don't care what you have to say to argue.
That movie was so good. Oh my goodness. Any movie that makes you just continue to say what
Or to, your
throughout
mouth
the
to
whole
drop.
movie. Just like, what? No. That? Like, that's a good movie. I don't care what you say. That is good writing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, William.
And it's not like those steps are illogical and like you see how they got there. You just would never ever have thought to like do that
To
yourself.
get there. Yeah.
And while we're on this, I hate to just turn this podcast into like movie reviews.
And that's what we're
But-
doing today.
Have you guys watched the Snyder Cut?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
All 4 hours. Of course
Anthony
it did.
Fuck
has.
yes, dude. What
Dude,
an
I
amazing
know.
4 hours of just long, dramatic shots of nothing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
In 4x3, which for people
Literally-
who don't know is a box.
There is a shot that is, I'm not exaggerating, 17 minutes of Bruce Wayne walking up a hill. It is 25 minutes of Batman in like snow gear climbing a mountain. And it's phenomenal. It is
You need to know how he got up
37
the hill,
minutes
yeah.
of Ben Affleck smizing.
Can I tell you this? As someone who really dislikes every single thing that Zack Snyder has created, I loved all 4 hours of this movie.
Loved.
Just
He's like, I'm gonna make a movie and I'm gonna make a fucking meal out of it. I'm gonna take my goddamn time. I'm gonna slow jerk this fucking movie as long as I can. And it's a great slow jerk.
dude, it was great. Yeah, I had multiple sessions while watching. Like it was so long that I could just like I'm like, all right, right now I'm gonna get drunk off of wine. We'll see what happens later.
I'm out
And
of wine
later-
and we're still in the first act.
Yeah, exactly. And then I made dinner, and then I had dessert. Like it was like a whole thing. Like it was like a whole day.
Breakfast the next morning and it was still going.
If you haven't seen this movie, guys, please watch it.
Oh, it's such a good
Yeah,
time.
I haven't seen it.
It's such a good time.
I need to watch it. I will say I love any movie that is just a big middle finger to like corporate execs. I think that is just wonderful.
It truly is. It truly is because he said, fuck you. Like, I'm going to take my time with this movie. It's going to be 4 hours and people are going to watch it. And it was better than the one that the studio wanted because, like, fuck
Yeah.
it. Like, nothing is real anymore. Movies and TV are the same thing. And we can just make a 4-hour movie because they're going to watch it. And
Because I did.
we ate that
I
shit
did
up.
watch it.
I watched it. I ate that shit up.
Same. I was really happy to see more Ben Affleck being like, ugh, I'm Bruce Wayne, and that's all there is, and
Exactly.
that's all there is to say. And then Gal Gadot is just like, but hope.
But hope.
And then like the Flash is like, I'm comedic.
The Flash is in this?
Dude, okay.
And then
okay,
Cyborg is like, my life sucks.
But guys, Anthony, that scene where in the coffee shop scene with the Flash, holy fuck, how cool was that? When he, with the car crash, how fucking cool was that? And the whole thing was completely cut from the original movie.
Where he eats the hot dog.
Where, yeah. So
Yeah.
good. Like, so dope. Wait,
Oh.
I'll even say this, as an X-Men fan, it was better than any Quicksilver moment. Like, those Quicksilver scenes did not compare to that Flash scene. I fucking loved that movie.
Just for anyone who's listening who doesn't give a fuck about superhero movies, know that I also watch other movies. Just I have a friend who's a nerd, so I gotta relate to him.
You
Just
gotta-
know that I'm trying to relate to him so I can keep our friendship alive.
We can stop now.
Yeah, since I'm not included in this conversation because I haven't seen it, I want to bring up going along with movies since that's just what we were talking about.
Episode
want to
10,
bring
movie
up-
ep. The movie episode.
Movie episode. I want to talk about something that I thought about a lot when I was a kid, and I just was reminded of it on TikTok the other day. But imagining if you were in an Air Bud movie and you were on the other team and you just see this fucking dog walk onto the court and you're like, oh, God damn, this is going to be so easy. We're going to destroy this team.
Is this a mascot? Like, what's going on?
And then getting owned. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine.
All he
That
does
was
is
so
tap the ball with his nose and he just beats everyone.
And he goes right in. He's a fucking stellar athlete.
Can you believe that they made like 8 of those?
I've watched all of those movies.
Was it the same Airbud in every Airbud movie? Was it the same dog?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They kept the dog over 25 years.
Yep.
Really skilled. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy living in Calabasas right now, just living it up.
He's still living.
Still living, just having a great time.
Good for him.
Did all of his own stunts.
Ugh, how long till we get an Air Bud reality show? It's just sad.
Because his stomach is flipped and he's like has only like 2 more months to live.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Osbournes, but less entertaining. But it'll be easier to
But
understand.
without the alcoholism.
Oh my god.
I can't believe that Trevor didn't come with any small potatoes to the episode that he wanted us to
Yeah, I'm so fucking pissed.
do today.
Was this my idea?
Yes.
Yeah, because we already
We don't
recorded
record
this
on
week.
these days.
Well, I can't record next week, so I just
Come up with a small
fucking I
potato
just
then.
gave
Do
us
your
like
homework.
fucking 10 minutes of solid content.
Talking about comics.
I'm gonna go get another beer.
All right.
Yeah, wait, me too.
Part of me wants to like. All right, I'll just talk. Okay, welcome to. I know that we've said this weeks and weeks before, but welcome to the real Small Potatoes, where it's just starring me, and it's actually an inner monologue to myself as I walk through the streets of downtown, or as I, go to work or go to school. This is just what the inner monologue in my head sounds like, and I call them small potatoes because they're little tidbits of my thoughts, going from one idea to the next. So, welcome. That was really fast. So I guess since we're like there's a trend of movies, should we talk about movies?
We don't have to.
Mm-mm.
Okay, here's a small potato that's super small, super quick. I know that Apple gives us a lot of money to talk about their products on the show in a good light, but I think this episode I'm going to decide to stop getting money from Apple because it's not about the money all the time. It's sometimes about being honest, and I'm going to be honest.
Sticking it to the man.
Okay, well, me and Spencer like money, so like maybe take it easy on what you're about to say.
Well, fuck Apple. Already said it. Sorry, already said it. Fuck Apple. So here's the thing. Not getting rid of my blue text, but I purchased AirPod Pros and I couldn't hate them more. I couldn't hate AirPod Pros more. They come with 3 different size tips, and they're the elevated version of the AirPods for anyone who doesn't know. The reason why I have them is because obviously Apple gave them to us for free, but I've been wearing them and I open my mouth and they fall out of my ears. Doesn't matter the size, the large, the medium, the small. I talk, they fall out of my ears. I put them in my ears, they fall out of my ears. They are so terrible and they are only good at collecting earwax. I just hate them so much, and I'm so sad that my other ones broke because now I just have to live with these and they cost double the price. So there we go. That was awesome.
Anthony, I'm so sorry, but I'm just a little stuck. What are they called?
AirPod Pros.
Are you sure? Are you sure they're not called AirPods Pro?
Are they? That's weird.
That is weird.
I think they're AirPods Pro.
AirPods Pro.
My AirPods Pro.
My AirPods Pro.
The AirPods Pros. There
Weird.
has to be AirPods Pros.
All right, guys.
bad name.
I know we're in the middle of something, but I think real quick we just need to do a quick ad read. Today's episode is sponsored by the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro, hitting stores this Friday, and they are on sale right now for $199.99. And if you use promo code potatoes on the website, you'll get 15% off.
No.
Do you ever find your ear tips falling out of your ears? Well, Galaxy Air Tips coming your way.
All right, now back to the small potato.
Promo code potatoes.
What were you saying, Anthony?
So back to, I was just saying that I really don't like Apple for some reason, and it's probably because I've had a really hard time with the ear tips falling out of my ears. So just wanted to say that. Real small, and if anybody has pros that have dealt with that problem, let us know how you solved it, or let us know how you threw your AirPods Pros off a cliff, and we'll maybe talk about it.
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Mostly because I'm listening with my Samsung Galaxy Buds, and the sound could not be more crystal clear. Now, who else has a small potato?
Since we're doing product reviews, I want to give you guys my genuine review of transition glasses. Now, I don't wear transition glasses, but Oh, I mean, I don't wear glasses in general, but if I had to, I'd get transition glasses. I think they're so fucking cool. Fuck anybody who says that they're nerdy.
They're pretty nerdy.
They're dope as hell.
They're pretty nerdy.
They're dope. They're so functional.
Nothing is more silly looking than when someone comes into an inside venue after being outside and
Watch their
glasses
eyes.
are black. But they're like half black. Just like the bottom of them or like the top
Spencer,
of them.
if they're not dorky, then why have I never seen a pair of those with like a cool frame? They're always the dorkiest looking glasses
I didn't
because
say
they
that
know only dorks will use them. They're like, there's no point in wasting transition lenses on a cool guy pair of glasses because they're just not going to wear them.
Are you wasting your time with transition lenses? Well, get 3D active glasses from Samsung. 3D active AR glasses from Samsung.
It'll record everything in front of you and then project it into your eye as like a 3D
Directly into your
model
retina.
of the space around you. There's actually no lens. It's all just a screen and it shows you what's in front of you via AR camera. And it's very counterintuitive.
And if you are blue light sensitive, you can purchase Samsung blue light lenses that will go in front of those glasses. You basically just wear two glasses, essentially, to protect you from the screen of the other glasses. Samsung.
Go better together, faster.
Get there together with Samsung.
God.
This is such a weird episode.
I know.
This is the sponsored episode.
Let me tell you why it's a weird episode, Trevor.
Recorded 2 days ago.
We recorded on Sunday.
You came with nothing.
All right, what's your small potatoes one, Trevor?
What?
Well, I've already done two.
Yeah, come up with another one.
I already did one.
I've done two.
I've done two, and Spencer's done three.
Give me a second. Let me just look around.
Jesus. Let me look around my room really quick.
Do you have more, Spencer?
Yeah, but they're all so short. I could just rattle them off.
Yeah, this is like all speed round.
Oh, I have one. Okay, I got one.
Okay, speed round. Let's go.
I got one. Okay, so let me know if this has ever happened to you guys. You hit the grocery store, and you're like, I don't have too much to get. I'm just here to fuck around, right?
Because we always trying to fuck around at the grocery store.
Always trying to fuck around at the grocery store. So you enter the grocery store, you have a small list, you grab a basket, you start filling the basket. 10, 20 minutes later, the basket's getting pretty full.
All of a sudden, it's 40 pounds.
It's 40 pounds, and you can't fit everything in there, and you got to upgrade to the cart. Well, I had that happen to me the other day, and I shit you not, I was in a Ralph's. That is a Kroger brand grocery store.
Yeah.
They're all over the country. They have things figured out for the most part. But I, for the life of me, could not find a single cart anywhere in the store.
Hey, dude, they're out
Inside, I checked out front. I fucking checked every entrance of that Ralph's, and there was not a single cart. And granted, I was really high, and I couldn't muster the courage to talk to an employee and just ask them, hey, where are the carts? So instead, I overfilled my basket so much to the point where I had like things balanced on top of things. And I had other things like in my arm.
In your other arm.
Because the ranch kept falling out and then the potato chips kept falling out. And I was like struggling to get to the self-checkout. And all of this would have been solved if I had just asked an employee for help. But it just wasn't going to happen. And I managed to get to the self-checkout, and I got my things in order, and I had some nice plastic bags to help me out with the load. But I don't know what that small potato was, but there's something.
Just the small potato is when, you know how you're so high that you would just rather inconvenience yourself than other people?
Talk to someone.
Just in case you look dumb?
Basically.
So that you're just going to...
So much anxiety of looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
I would have looked super dumb.
And then now you look even dumber carrying just like...
I did. No, I
so
really
much shit
did.
in
I was
your
really
arm.
paranoid that someone was going to like approach me and like try to help me. And I was like, please just leave me be.
That's so funny. Well, thanks for sharing.
There's 2 potatoes. Get off my fucking case.
Okay, I have I have 2 small potatoes.
Oh, so he's been holding them. He's been hoarding his potatoes.
I
Share.
just talked. I've shared so many different ones this round that I feel.
Dude, you've
guilty.
lhere not spoken the entire episode. It's kind of been
Here
weird.
is
Spencer, is your
awkward.
mic on?
Yeah, hello?
Hello. Can you hear me? I'm talking. Can you
I
guys
can hear you
me?
now. Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear. Good.
That's weird. Yeah,
Well,
I can hear you now.
Let me just tell you how I believe that 5, the number 5, is an even number. That's it.
Yes, agreed.
You
Yeah.
agree? Yeah.
Agreed. 5 is even.
That's what it is.
Ready? Here's how we
Yeah.
know 5 is even.
It's not odd. It's even.
5
Yeah,
is
how?
even because whenever you're changing the volume, for example,
Yes.
like for example, people who are listening right now, what's your volume at in your car? Is it at 21 or is it at 20? Is it at 11 or is it at 10? Is it at 6 or 5? It's mostly always 5s. It's just so much easier
Yeah.
to just go in increments of 5s.
That's just how it is.
It's
Yeah.
5s or
Yeah.
even numbers. Yeah.
Yep, 5's even.
No,
100%.
if you have your volume at 22, you're a monster. It's 20 or 25 or 30.
I disagree. I think 22 is an acceptable number. I think
Wrong.
double numbers are kind of in that same vein of 5s where like they're cool. They can chill. They can hang.
I agree. I think double numbers can
Except for like
hang.
11. If you do 11, then like you're a psychopath. But like 22, 33, 44, all solid in my book. 5s, evens,
disagree.
or double numbers. Those are acceptable volume levels for me.
Volume levels.
Just so you know, as someone who creates music, makes audio, is just really a good professional who releases podcasts. Just so you know, this podcast is intended to be listened to at increments of 5 or double numbers except for 11. So if you're listening to it at a different volume, just know that's not how the artists intended it, which means you are bad. So just know.
You're just not experiencing it correctly. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go back and re-listen to
Your
all
fault.
of the episodes, re-download, resubscribe, and listen to everything all over again.
Oh, and then are your AirPods Pro not showing you that what number volume you're at because it just shows you those little squares? Samsung Galaxy AirBuds, Air Tips that allow you to go
tips.
to 22 or 30 or 25, but not 11. Galaxy Air Tip Pros, where you get all your sound from together with Samsung.
Not to be confused with the dog movie, because that's a different Airbud.
Yeah, completely.
That's a different one. Mhm.
He's not a pro. If you notice, he only played like high school sports because he's no pro.
Yeah. I think he went to college once, but definitely not pro.
Definitely not.
No major leagues.
Actually, I think there's I think like the 5th movie he goes to the major leagues, to the NBA. Maybe he guesses NBA. I don't know.
Airbud kneeled during the anthem. Can you imagine?
Hold on. Airbud, 7th inning fetch, 2002. Josh has gone to college and his little sister Andrea enlists their dog Buddy
This is my favorite
in her
Air Bud
baseball
movie.
team, just as Buddy's puppies are kidnapped by Rocky the raccoon. Oh,
What?
what kind of synopsis is going on here?
I kid you not. This is my favorite one.
Well, Buddy's puppies were
Hey, little sis, we gotta win the big game.
to save the puppies that were stolen by Rocky the raccoon.
Is the Rocky the raccoon an actual raccoon?
Is it, Spencer?
Does it talk?
No.
Oh, he's a
No.
guy. He's a
But
human.
there are raccoons in the movie,
Do they talk?
but Rocky Raccoon is like a person that owns a raccoon business.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, he owns a raccoon business. You should have just said you led with that. They should have led with that in the synopsis for the movie. I would have understood it. Okay, I'm done.
All right, end of episode. Thanks to
Boom.
Samsung.
Hey, by the way,
Thanks to
hold on, by
Zack
the way.
Snyder.
Samsung.
Thanks Apple. Thanks Samsung. Thanks Gemini Man.
Disney.
Thanks,
Don't
Disney.
forget Disney and the
Airbud.
MCU.
Oh, Big Daddy Disney, thank you
MCU.
so
Yeah.
much for all you give us.
Also, guys, smallpotatoespod@gmail.com. That's our email. Or just smallpotatoespod on Instagram. Give us a follow. Give us a shout out. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And let us know the worst thing about Trevor that you can think of. And we'll
I know I
we'll
can
love
think
it.
of plenty.
Yeah, we can think of tons. We actually are making a separate podcast where we just talk about the things where we do not like about Trevor. And it's actually ad free. So
And sometimes I'm a guest and it hurts a lot.
just an intervention, but you don't get a mic.
He just has to listen.
I just hit a button when I'm crying to let you guys know.
Oh my god.
But it's super low budget, so it's just a that was easy button. But it's supposed to mean that you were crying.
That was easy.